What's up, raw? You ready to hit some snow, hit that white powder, and then watch some crosscut after?
That's some heavy shit. It's in the book. Give it a skim.
Welcome to Crosscut. We are your hosts. My name is Josh.
My name is Chris.
Today we're taking a look at a movie that nobody's probably heard of called
Nope.
Frostbite, which is a what was it, Chris? Like 2005?
2005, yeah.
Okay, 2005. I don't even want to say like this was DVD or like direct to video. I'm
It was
assuming it just
yeah, it was direct to video. It was a TV movie pretty much. The first time I saw this was because my cousin Alec, he burned the movie on a DVD and just brought it over one day. And of course it's rated R, and I'm like I think 13 or 14 when I'm watching this movie. He just puts it on. And I started laughing uncontrollably because it was so stupid. I just remember it completely. And I every once in a while I'll quote it and no one will get it at all. Like, it's in the book, give it a skim.
It's in the book, fool. Give it a skim.
okay. So Chris brought this movie to my attention a couple weeks back because we were like, "Oh, what movie do you want to do next?" And he's like, "Oh, there's this movie, and it's about these snowboarders, and it's from like the early 2000s, and it's like a raunchy comedy." And the first thing I'm like, "Oh, you mean the movie Out Cold?" Because that was like a kind of popular movie, and I think you first were like, "Yeah, yeah," but then I started explaining who was in it, and you're like, "No, no," and
No, like
then
that doesn't sound like that at all. And
yeah, and
then
then you were
moments later it just popped into me like, oh, it's called Frostbite.
Frostbite, and that is this movie, Frostbite. So I'm glad you said 13 or 14 because when I was watching this, for the record, I hate this movie. This movie is, I mean, I have notes upon notes upon notes,
I
the
see.
most notes I've ever taken for a movie. However, I will give you this, Chris. When you said you saw this movie as a kid, I was like, this movie, if I was 13, when I was 13 or 14, if I watched this movie, I also would have been laughing. So I will give you that.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that because though this movie's not for kids, it's kind of is for kids, and kids are going to laugh because
He's a kid. Kids are stupid.
so yeah, kids are stupid and kids are going to laugh at stupid stoner humor. I
Yeah.
don't know if adults are. I wasn't laughing at this. I don't know if people in their 20s would be laughing at this. But 13, 14-year-old Chris was laughing at this.
Yeah.
That's good to know. And I think 13 or 14-year-old Josh would have been laughing as well. But 34-year-old Josh was not.
You didn't laugh at all.
I chuckled once in the beginning. And actually, it was when he first gets the letter and the girl says something like, you don't smoke weed because it destroys your memory. And he goes, no, it doesn't. And then he repeats the letter. And I actually laughed. And I was like, okay, this might be funny. And that was the only time I laughed throughout the movie.
I
It
could have
all went downhill from there. And that
at
was funny.
least
Like I actually verbally chuckled, but that was it. That
well,
was the peak.
I kept laughing at one character the most.
Don't tell me it was the blind guy.
It was the
Oh
black
my
guy.
God, the stupidest, dumbest.
Too hot.
This movie is extremely offensive, by the way. I
Yes,
don't
I
really
know.
care, but it is extremely offensive.
I mean,
And
it
I
was
mean,
2005.
yeah,
It's like,
2005, so they were trying to insult everybody.
yeah.
Okay, can I go? Okay, first off, this movie has an opening montage that goes 25 fucking minutes long of just snowboarding with opening credits. This is,
Just
you
snowboarding.
thought Birdemic was bad. This one's worse. It's just shots of just B-roll of just snowboarding that just goes on forever. With this is my other note. Well, another one of my notes. Every song in this movie is just either a Limp Bizkit wannabe or a Beastie Boys wannabe song.
Yeah, I know. But
So
I
it's just
still
some cheap
think,
Limp Bizkit wannabe song over like 5 minutes of B-roll of people snowboarding. That's how the 75-minute movie opens is with 5 minutes of B-roll.
well,
And then
I
it's the most
still,
abrupt character introduction ever. Them on a couch, like, oh, I got this letter. Let's go. Who are these people? Who gives a shit? Let's go. Fake boobies in this movie. I will
Mhm.
say this though, the main girl, the she was cute. I thought she was cute. The one that,
But
although that whole, I mean, this story, my God. There's an episode of South Park where they literally make fun of this. It's, I mean, it's been, you've seen it so many times. This
mhm.
dynamic of, especially with like skiing or like snow. Well, this one's snowboarding, but I feel like there's been like skiing movies where it's like the poor kids and it's the rich kids
You're gonna live with the Pories?
Pories?
That's what we call the locals in Shitville.
and the rich
Yeah.
kids, you know. And then I knew this movie going in. I'm like, this movie's gonna end with a big race down the big mountain that nobody can go down.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, I knew it. That's how this movie's gonna end. Well, the movie actually ends with 25 more minutes of bloopers,
Yeah.
just nonsensical bloopers for. Oh my God,
Wow, this one got
ridiculous.
to you. This one got
It's
to you.
just, uh, it's just stupid. Now, you were saying how, you know, this was payback for Birdemic.
Oh
This
yeah.
is what I wanted to say about Birdemic. At least Birdemic came from a place of passion where a guy was actually trying to make something. This movie, nobody's trying to make it. This movie is a cash grab, stupid, bullshit, fuck off movie. So at
Wow.
least Birdemic came for a place of, you know, he was trying. That's why it's funny
Yeah.
because it's so bad, but at least he was trying. Nobody's
Yes, he was
trying in this
trying. He was
movie.
trying.
No filmmaker is trying to make a good movie. They're just trying to get this out as fast as possible so 14-year-old Chris Kalina can watch this, probably rubbing his hands like a little villain, like, ooh,
Wow.
boobies.
Oh, man.
There's
Yeah,
another note I have. It just says extreme because that's what this movie is trying to be. It's just that
yeah, it's trying to
extreme
do that extreme sport, extreme snowboarding.
where every character's like raw, broski, or Brusef. I'm
Bro,
surprised there wasn't any Mountain Dew product placement in this movie. I'm
yeah,
shocked.
there's like no product placement at all.
Yeah, because nobody want to be affiliated with this piece of shit.
They didn't want to get sued, is what they. I mean,
Did
they
did
even their own Starbucks is like Naomi Bucks.
That was the dumbest joke in the whole movie. Like you could have made it somewhat clever because it was named after the main or the girl that runs the coffee
Right.
shop, right? Her name was Naomi. That was the best name you could have came up with that could have been like a fun ripoff of Starbucks. You're telling me that there's not a name that's like close to Star that would have been somewhat funny. Like I was even taking a piss earlier thinking about it. Like, what if her name was Cher and it was Cher Bucks? I'm like, that's at least somewhat better than Naomi Bucks. That's the dumbest thing ever.
I laugh
So
because it's so
stupid.
stupid. I laugh
So
because it's so
stupid.
stupid, you know. But
Uh,
what do you think about the code red when they stuff him in the trash can? He has to survive for 5 days.
I don't know. I'd probably checked out at that point. I just remember him rolling in a trash can, and then that's another thing that I'm going to rant about. This girl, this so stupid that they get to, you know, they were going to get together. This main girl and the guy,
Right.
you knew they were getting together. However, she goes on this date with, I called him not Devon Sawa, the Frosted Tips guy, or you've seen Final Destination, right?
Yes, yes,
You
yes, yes.
take Devon Sawa and the other guy, Keir Smith, put them together. That's this guy. So not she goes on a date with not Devon Sawa, and then she's the one that's like, "Oh, let's go back to my place and fuck."
Like
And
wild dogs.
he's like, "Check, please." Which guy wouldn't? Then they get back there to this piece of shit student film set,
Right, right.
and uh, and then she's like, "Oh, you know what? I actually don't want to." And then he gets upset. Naturally, he would get upset because you just 5 seconds ago said, "Let's go back here
Right,
and
right, right,
do
right.
it." But now she all of a sudden has feelings for this douchebag guy who has been ditching her ever since she came here. Now she's working at Naomi Bucks. Well, why is she there? Why is she there?
I know.
Why?
She gave up everything to be with him, and he didn't even want
Stupid,
it.
Chris. Stupid. That just dumb. Anyways, yeah, he comes back and he's just like, "Bleh, bleh."
This big old
And then
speech. I know.
right, stupid. Um, yeah, that's where my next point was. The student film sets in this movie are just
The
god awful.
apartment,
Oh my
the
god.
bar area.
it's pathetic just how bad. Like, we could just filmed in like a real house and just paid somebody a few extra bucks and at least made it look better. Like,
Sure.
it just reminded me of Full Sail so much of just
All those
how
sets, yeah.
terrible the set looked. I'm
The
just
the
like,
the, the
you can see like
blandness of it.
the harsh light. You could tell there's like a 10K out the
Yep.
window
Yep.
blasted. I'm just like, oh my God,
You,
this
you
is
see it a lot
so
more
bad.
in the bar area.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, the bar. Speaking of the bar, so there's the one the only recognizable name in this movie is the guy that plays the wise black guy kind of
Yeah,
person.
JP.
Is that what his name is?
Yes.
That's funny. That's
His
an
name is
in
actually
joke in this.
JP.
That's funny. The actor, he's very well known from Seinfeld. He plays a lawyer, Jackie Giles in Seinfeld. So he's
He's
that's
also
what I
in
knew him from at least.
Smallville.
Okay, yeah, I looked at his IMDb after the movie. He's been in a lot of
Yeah, he's
stuff.
like the only one that actually did something after that.
Yeah, yeah. So he has this whole like so the main guy goes to him for advice, and like I kid you not, they're sitting there for 5 minutes, and he's talking about all this other random shit before he gives one piece of advice. There's like a shot where it's like it starts wide and then it starts to like close in on them to a close up, and
Right.
he's talking about the dumbest like I'm trying to where is it here? I
Well,
thought I had a
he talks
note.
about different things from like politics to sports,
Yeah, but he just
all
goes
from his
on.
book.
It goes on forever, and just like, what is the point is to pat the runtime? But I'm just like, what is he talking about? This is so stupid. It's like, oh my God.
I know. It's some heavy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, jeez. He's funny though. I mean, the guy's funny, but
Yeah.
it's just like, wow. Can we talk about the terrible snowboarding scenes in this movie where it's like the big race and then all the characters are racing each other and it's
I don't know,
clearly
the
like
fighting. Yeah.
two people clearly like not actually snowboarding on some sort of like
Right.
sled that they're being pulled, but then
Right.
they'll cut to like a wide shot of like actual like stunt doubles snowboarding, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh my God, this is godly. They build this guy, the main guy, up to be like, oh, you're such a great snowboarder. I'm like, the dude's we've seen him snowboarding for like 2 minutes, and it's not even him. It's a
The
stunt
stunt
double.
double, yeah. Like the only thing you see him like when he's like
Right,
stops in
right.
front of someone. I know. But then again, I still laugh at the blind guy who's going down on a sled.
Oh my God, he screams for like 16 minutes straight. He does not shut up. It will cut away, it'll cut back to him, and he's like the same. It's like the same shot
It is
five
the
times
same
in a
shot.
row. I'm just like, oh my
It is
God,
the
what
same
is
shot.
happening? This is terrible.
Oh, you
Stupid Die
love
Hard reference where all the one he's like all the guys and the one guy's like, "What's your name?" Hans Gruber. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
really?
I was
Like,
wondering if you were gonna catch that or not.
of course I caught it. Because I'm clever. Like really, like Hans Gruber. Like, oh my God.
I know all of them had their own. They were being stereotyped for their own countries.
This movie broke my brain.
Now you know how I felt about Birdemic.
No, Birdemic is a masterpiece compared to this.
Ay.
People watching Birdemic is like Godfather compared to this garbage. There's a reason why this is direct to video. There's no name. There's like no names in it. All the chicks are ugly except the main girl's kind of cute. All the other chicks are just like freaking like porn stars that they just picked up off the street.
They probably were porn stars. Who knows?
All the actors are just awful. The action is terrible. Like I said, I chuckled once and then I thought I was like, okay, maybe this will be funny. There's this obnoxious colonel guy who like
Oh,
strokes his gun at one point in the most outrageous way, and just I mean, this movie's just over the top. It's just
it
dumb as
is.
fuck.
But
If
deep
this
down,
movie
you love
if
it.
this movie tried to be no, I don't love it. I never want to see this movie ever again. There's a reason why this movie's on YouTube with like weird subtitles. The
I
movie's
know.
not even formatted properly because not even like Tubi won't even want to touch this crap.
It's
That's how
not
bad it
streaming
is.
anywhere.
Anywhere. In
Uh,
fact, I'm gonna put a thing on that video on YouTube to get it taken down for the good of America.
no,
That does not deserve to be
no.
out there. So
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like find a DVD, buy it, and mail it to you.
Let's see if there's a DVD out there. Hold on. Let's see how much it's going for on Amazon. If it's more than if they're not offering to give you money, then oh shit, this actually
I told
we
you.
could have watched this on Freebie.
Oh shit.
And
Oh,
here we
wow.
are watching on YouTube. Oh wait, never mind. No, just a different movie. This
Oh.
one's called Frostbite with an exclamation point,
Oh,
and
there's
it's
a
still
couple of
also
titles of
about
Frostbite.
yeah. But it's funny because this is the link from the movie we watched, IMDb, and you click on the Amazon link, and it takes you to a different movie. Actually, oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. This movie is on Amazon. The VHS tape is $48.
VHS?
Yeah, VHS tape is $48. I'm
That's...
gonna sue this seller. I'm
No,
suing them. The
no.
DVD is $7.82, which
See,
is
that's not
still
bad.
way overpriced. You also gotta love the marketing in this poster where it's like two chicks with snowboards that have nothing to
Yeah,
do with the movie.
yeah, I know.
Warning: snowboarding has never been this hot. That's not true. Everything else is just
What about the acupuncture scene?
Let's do it. Hi-ya!
Okay, yeah, that hurt.
That
sure
wasn't
getting
funny.
needles stuck in your butt.
That
No,
wasn't funny.
no, it wasn't funny.
Then his ass was probably bleeding.
Nothing, Chris. Nothing about this movie is funny.
I laugh because it is so stupid.
Oh, you just wait, Chris.
Oh
That
no.
yeah, I was content with just Birdemic 2 and 3. But now you open up everything is now up fair play. Everything. In all good fun. Because I don't know. I mean, it really does remind me of just like almost in a weird way. The style is
Mhm.
almost like an early 2000s Disney Channel original movie with the montages and like
Yeah,
the silliness and the goofiness. Obviously, just add in the R-rated stuff, and I mean, this is basically just like a Disney Channel original movie of like the
pretty
early
much.
2000s.
Yeah.
But hero guy wins, and the other people lose, and 67 minutes of bloopers, which probably would have just should have just been the whole movie, honestly, because I laughed more during the bloopers than I was watching the whole fucking movie.
The bloopers were funny, especially with JP because
Mm-hmm. Because he kept
because
making the one girl laugh.
well yeah because the amount of times he said motherfucker with a straight face, and even when
Mm-hmm.
everyone laughed, he still had the straight face. I think he was
Yeah.
getting annoyed.
God bless your soul if you watch this movie. Uh,
Watch it for the blind guy.
no, don't watch it for anything. You need one of those MIB zappers after this movie to make you forget that it's ever existed. If you're an insane person, go spend $48 on Amazon for the VHS.
Or like $8 for the DVD.
Don't spend anything on this movie. It's not worth it.
What would you do if I
Because
actually did buy it and send it to you?
I'd throw it out.
Oh,
Oh, if you did that, if you send me the Frostbite DVD, then you're getting this
oh hell
Wings
no.
of Disaster.
Oh hell no.
I already got my play ready to go. We're out of time, broski. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Man, we're gonna go get some white powder. It's gonna be frosty as hell.
Cup print, moving on.
Really, Chris? That's all you got?
Brah. That's what you used to hold titties up. Are you a titty grabber? I don't know what he said.
All right, have a good night.
Bounce that ass, girl. Shake them titties. Rated PG-13. Directed by Christian Colina. Bye.